Hey guys, so here is Paper Pumpkin for June 2017. If you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, the link will be below. If you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is just a monthly subscription service. You have different plans. You can do month to month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and all the prices will be below with that link. The more months you do, the cheaper it is per month, even though you have to pay up front. This is June's, and this is their new design of the box. And what's cool is that on the side, you have the theme. So this theme this month is One in a Melon. Really adorable. Comes wrapped in tissue paper, and then it comes in a little packaged deal like this. So if you've never received Paper Pumpkin and you sign up, your first Paper Pumpkin will come with a acrylic stamp block. Each Paper Pumpkin comes with an ink spot. This month comes with 2, Melon Mambo, Emerald Envy. And you will always get a stamp set. What's great about these Paper Pumpkin kits is that you will not need anything else outside of what they give you, because that first month you get your kit, you'll have an acrylic block that you could bring, use each time. All right, so here is the theme, One in a Melon. It's obviously watermelon theme, which is adorable. So it says contains supplies for 6 cards and 4 bags. And then everything's packed nicely as always. I'm going to go ahead and open this, lay everything out, and then we'll go through each supply together. So first thing is this instruction sheet. So it gives you your card instructions and then your bag instructions. And then on the back it has the finished product and what your kit includes. So we're going to go through and check everything off from our supply list. So first, you get the One in a Melon photopolymer set. So you have this adorable, your rind, is that what it's called? For the watermelon, and you can choose either one to put in the center. You have Hooray, a little something sweet, kindly deliver to, it's your day. So really cute sentiments. I just love the watermelon stamp. Your 2 ink spots, which I've already talked about, your Emerald Envy and Melon Mambo. 6 printed card bases. So here they are, and they have pineapples and watermelons. And you get 6 of them. So really sweet. 6 white envelopes to go with your card bases. And these appear to be note card size. They're quite small. 4 sheets of printed cotton paper. So it's basically tissue paper. And these would be for your little bags. But really cute. Watermelon. You get 4 printed bags, and I'm going to do a project with you of each one. So here is your little baggie. Looks just like a watermelon. 2 sheets of watercolor die cut pieces. So you have just a square, and then you have a little pennant. So you get 5 to a sheet for 10 total. 2 sheets of white die cut pieces. So we have 3, looks like circle tags, and then you have 4 banners, and these fold to give it dimension, and of course I'll show you how to do that. And you get 2 sheets, 1 sheet of laser cut leaf stickers, really pretty leaves, and you get 1 sheet of that. Then you get 4 green mini clothespins, 100 dimensionals, and these look like the mini dimensionals. So you get your adhesive with the Paper Pumpkin as well. 100 adhesive dots, so glue dots. And then you get 4 yards of pink baker's twine. So this looks like the Melon Mambo. So I'm going to get everything ready, and I will create a card and a bag as intended. And then in about a week or so, I will have an alternative projects. So if you're hesitant about Paper Pumpkin and you're like, what if I don't like a month, because you don't know what's going to come until you get it in the mail, there are a ton of alternative projects that are online. So you never have to worry about if you don't like a kit, because you can probably find some different project using the kit that you will love. So I'm going to clear off and we'll get started. All right, we're going to start off with the card. Now, I have the full-size ink pads, so I'm going to be using my full size and saving these. Now, as I make the cards, I will be going by the instruction sheet, just so you can get an idea of how things are supposed to go. So, the thing you will need for the card is I went ahead and cut two from the big sheet, cut two of the laser cut stickers, the square watercolor paper, a banner, a card base, and then my envelope to the side. You will need your twine, your glue dots, and then your dimensionals. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp, and of course you'll need your stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Hooray from the stamp set onto my little banner. Put that aside. Then I'm going to take my watercolor sheet and we are going to add the leaf stickers. And actually I cut two, but I'm going to need three. So I'm just going to take one. For this I'm going exactly like the instruction sheet. So then next, you're going to take some twine and you're going to wrap it around. And now the twine is wrapped around this cardboard so it develops kinks. But what I do is I just do this a couple times with my fingernail and it takes the kinks right out. It says you'll need 16 inches, whatever. I just kind of eyeball it. You can measure it if you're really particular. Not a big deal. I would say if you're going to do the projects just like they are, you're not going to do any alternatives, then definitely measure it out so you have enough to complete your projects. And we're just going to attempt to tie a bow, and I'm going to have my bow kind of to the right here. Alright, there's my bow, and it doesn't say to do this, but I always like to. I'm going to take a glue dot and slap it behind the knot of the bow and stick it there so it doesn't move on me. And then you want to take some mini dimensionals. With the dimensionals, if you've never worked with the dimensionals, you have a border, don't throw that away. You can use it. I always cut them. So put that aside, and then we're going to bring our banner. And what you want to do is you want to fold it. That first, you have two lines. Fold the one on the left, and then take this one on the far right and fold it out so it sits like this. So you take the closest one to the sentiment, fold that behind it, and then take the furthest one out, fold it towards you. That way you have a dimensional banner. Flip it over, add two mini dimensionals to the back, and then we're going to take our card base, adhere this in the center. Remove the backing off these. And then adhere this down. Now this doesn't, kind of confusing. This opening is not as wide as this piece of watercolor cardstock, so I'm not sure how they want us to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this down like that. So there is the card, and then for the envelope there is a stamp that says kindly deliver to. So they suggest you stamp that on the envelope, and then you can write the address of whomever you're sending it to. So you could do that with your envelope, and of course decorate it however you want with Stampin' watermelons and whatnot. So let's go ahead and move on to the bag. For the bag you will need one of those circle tags, the pin it style watercolor, your tissue paper, a bag, the little clothespin, and some glue dots, your ribbon, twine, dimensionals, and glue dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece first. I'm going to take my two inks. Now, they give you several suggestions on how to stamp the tag. You can do a half stamp with either the watermelon or the sweet, or you can do a full stamp like this with the watermelon on top and then the sweet at the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my rind piece and go ahead and ink it up. And then make sure I have the hole at the top. My acrylic blocks are so filthy. It's not funny. Stamp that down. I'm going to turn it over. Okay, ink pads stamp beautifully. Then I'm going to take my Melon Mambo. And just so you know, if you're not familiar, these are full-size ink pads are felt. These are, I'm sorry, they're foam ink pads. And these I think are linen. I'm pretty sure, unless they've changed it. But they, to me, personally, they stamp very different. I like our full-size ink pads so much better because they're juicier. So there is sweet. And then I'm going to take my other watermelon stamp. Stamp the top here. All right, here is my little tag. Go ahead and punch out the hole. Put that aside. Now our bag, what you want to do is just kind of fold each of the score lines just to make sure you got crisp edges. And then here you have score lines. So I'm just going to all right, so you kind of have these indentions as if it were a little baggie. So I'm going to go ahead and take these flaps out because fold these in, you have an adhesive strip right here. So I'm going to take this and then fold it down. And there is your little bag. Okay, so then you can take your tissue paper and then you want to take your tag, and what you can do is tie a bow. Take your bag, and then you just layer those, and then you put your little clip here. You can also adhere them down with your glue dots if you want something a little bit more secure. And there is the bag. Oh my goodness, how adorable is that? So here is our little baggie and our little card. So really sweet. Really love this kit. I'm kind of a sucker for anything food themed. So stay tuned for in about a week, hopefully not that long. I will come up with some alternative projects. If this isn't your thing, I want to be able to offer you some other ideas. So if you are interested in paper pumpkin, please follow the link below. I would love to have you join me as we create these projects together each month. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll catch you next time.